y'all. This is G9. Hey, welcome to G Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. Can you hear?
Oh, so put this on.
Okay, so I didn't have check 212, y'all. I didn't have my earplugs in for. Is this earplugs? Okay, headphones. I didn't have my headphones on, so I couldn't hear what I was doing. So it's your girl G9 in the building. I got my girl Jay with me today. She's going to talk about a little bit of everything with me today. Are you ready, Jay?
I'm ready, girl. Let's get it.
Okay. Okay, y'all. So first of all, we're going to introduce our guests. And then we're going to get a little bit into social media topics. Okay, hi, Jay.
Hello, Miss Janine. Hello, Miss G Vibe.
See, they call me G9 on here.
G9, okay.
But that is the real name, y'all. G9. Janine.
Janine.
Okay.
Oh, they don't know your government.
Yeah, they don't know my government, but y'all don't. I mean, G-E-N-I-N-E. Okay. So anyway, what is your, I want you to give out your social media if you would like to. What do you do? And things like that. If you want to say anything to the people, say it. Yes, shout outs.
Of course. Of course. I want to shout out the TTP family, the Trust the Process family. I want to shout out all of my family and loved ones, my kids, my beautiful kids. I'm away from them for right now, but this is all for them. And I want to shout out the community, the Black community, because that's all I'm about. You know, I represent from where I'm from, and I'm here today to talk to my community, you know, to elevate and to inspire, you know.
I like that. That is so dope. You know why? Because we need people like that in this our culture. We need to talk to them more. We need to tell them, talk whatever, because they listening now. Everybody is listening. We listen to podcasts. We listen to the radio shows. We listen to everything we need to listen to. We even reading books these days.
Correct.
I've seen a lot of that. So I'm proud of our community. We're trying, and it's time for less killing and less elevating.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's time to get that money. It's time to take back what's ours, okay?
Okay.
We've been down for too long. It's time to take back, you know.
And that's what we're going to talk about today, right?
That's right.
Okay, but first I want to say that she came from Vegas, y'all. She got on a flight and she got here on this Monday, 6 p.m. So we got to give it up for her for that. Yes. And another thing, I know her from high school, y'all.
Yes.
Always a sweet girl. When you see her, she is always smiling. And like she said today, like it seemed like we never lost touch because of Facebook, Instagram. So social media really do people some justice.
It does.
You feel like you grew up with us a little bit everywhere.
Right, right.
And it's so funny because a few people hit me up like, oh, you having her on the show? I like her. She is so nice.
Yes.
So I'm glad that your spirit is in this universe of the show right now.
Yes, I'm so happy and grateful for you for allowing me to be on here. You know, it's crazy how God puts people in your pathway, you know, because I've been seeing you for a while. I said, let me reach out to her. You know? I love what you're doing with the community as well. You know,
thank you.
It's an honor to be here. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, y'all. I mean, Jay, I was gonna call her real name, so I stopped. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna get into it right now because I want to talk a little bit about social media stuff that's going on. Do you be on social media like that?
I do. I'm heavy on social media, especially.
So you
now.
be in the shade room?
Not so much the shade room. I'm more on like trying to elevate and trying to
I feel
worry about my own life. Okay,
because we ain't got time for everybody.
For all that. Every once in a while, I'm like, ooh, what they do? Who?
Oh,
who?
You don't know the names,
right?
So you don't even be knowing the names.
I don't. Mm-mm.
You know what? I want to bring up the coronavirus numbers right now. Can we bring those up, Sheet? Okay, so I heard the numbers were going down in California and around the world, and now hopefully it is. Let's see what they say right now. What is it?
Okay, the numbers in California, we are at 3,522,552.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, and then total deaths has been 49,561.
So we don't know if we're going down or up because that sounds a little high.
Well, in fact, it's been slowing down because compared to yesterday, we had over close to 5,000 new cases and about 250 deaths. That was as of yesterday.
Okay.
So it's like those numbers, they're not as steep as they used to be, but worldwide, well, at least in the United States, we're at 20,826,307 coronavirus cases with 512,590 deaths.
That is a lot of deaths. I thought we was going to get some good news. When I heard just this, I ain't even got nothing to say about it no more. I'm mad. Okay. Well, how has the pandemic been for you, Miss J?
It has been, okay, if I can keep it all the way 100.
1,000.
Okay, 1,000. That's always what I'm coming with. So the pandemic, actually, you know, despite the different deaths and things that I've been hearing about, you know, it's been amazing. It
Really?
has been amazing. Listen, G9.
You can say Janine, girl.
Girl, okay, so I had been in a job for 15 years of my life.
Okay.
From 19 to 34 years old.
That's
Spent my life, all my 20s. They took all my 20s from me. I said, I don't want them taking all of my 30s, but I just didn't know what else to do, right?
mm-hmm.
Girl, the pandemic has a way of, well, that sat me down and really exposed who's for you and who's not for you. You know, it kind of separated, drew the line for me, you know, what was priority and what wasn't priority.
I hear you.
And I'm not knocking a 9 to 5, but all those loyal years that I've had at that job showed me just how loyal that job was to me, you know, and I don't want to bash them, but anyway, it moved me in a direction to actually change my life, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. So it has been, since I said yes to what I'm talking about today, it has been nothing but amazing. Like, my life has changed for the better. The people around me has changed for the better. My kids are learning the skill set, you know. So
yeah. How do you feel about the kids being at home learning now?
It's a struggle. It's
Okay.
a struggle. I've never been a person to sit down and just be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
I'm not cut out for this shit.
Well, she keeping it real, y'all.
I am not the stay-at-home type of mama. No, I'm not. I am on the go all the time, you
Okay.
know. But it really let me know who my kids were, because, you know, sending them to school day in and day out will really let you know who your kids really are when you have to sit and face every single mood swing.
Yes.
Everything about them is literally you times 3. How many kids you have is you times 3.
Oh,
All the personalities, all the fighting, all that. Yeah.
dang. But you learning how you.
I'm learning. When you got to do what you got to do, that's what you do.
Do you feel sorry for the teachers now? Because I heard a teacher talking about that it's more of a struggle for them. They liked when the kids was in the class, but y'all was sending them. Y'all wasn't saying nothing when y'all was sending them home with notes.
Girl,
So is it good for you? You think it happen for the? Are you feel sorry for the teachers, or are you like, damn, I got to be a teacher and a mom?
I feel sorry for the kids. I feel
Okay.
sorry for the kids because they can't have a real childhood. They can't interact with children. It was so sad one day. My daughter, she was on a break, like a little lunch break. She went and got like one of her stuffed animals and was like, I'm like, what you doing with that? She's like, I'm going to go show my friend from the computer, you know?
Yeah.
So that's not no way to, you know, raise kids and stuff and interacting. They say my kids stay up late at night, and I don't put them on a bedtime because they're not exerting their energy. They're not playing on recess and all that, interacting. So
They don't get to do anything but stay in the house.
Exactly.
Have you been strict about, since the pandemic happened, about them staying in the house and stuff like that?
Girl, after listen,
Go outside to play. Tired of y'all.
Listen, I'm one of those that tell my kids to get outside. We got a backyard. We live in Vegas. We luckily live enough to have a backyard and a front yard.
That's dope.
But I do live in the hood in Vegas, you know. So I be like, get your asses in the backyard. Because, no, but yeah, I'm big on mentally stimulating my kids, you know.
Yes.
So even if you can't go out physical, like, let's read a book. Let me teach you something, you know, educate you on life skills,
Yeah,
you know.
I feel like the kids are so stuck in the computers, they'll never understand the ice cream truck and
Yes.
how we used to walk to the store with the note in your hand to get your mom the cigarettes. Okay, that was me. I don't know how old that is, but I did that for my grandmother, not my
Right.
mama.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
they would never understand, not like that. I'm not saying this, but never understand stealing the lollipop. Like, and running out the store or ding dong ditch or
Oh, yes.
Marco Polo in the pool. Like, dang, I don't get to experience nothing we experience.
It's sad. Girl, my kids don't even experience the ice cream truck, okay? They don't even come out there like that in Vegas.
No?
No, and I live in North Las Vegas, you know. I do live in a like a new subdivision over there, but girl, every time I hear the ice cream truck faintly, it's like blocks away. I get excited. It just takes me back, you know,
Yeah.
like, where the heck is the ice cream truck? Because I want my kids to run. I remember running to the ice cream truck. You
For
know,
real, jumping on the back
right,
of it.
Right.
Sorry. What is one memory you could say as a kid that you feel like your kids will never get to experience and it hurts you?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like a lot of things. But I want to say playing in the street, like racing in the street,
Oh,
playing
yes.
football in the street.
Street lights come in, go outside, go inside the house.
All that, yes. Having the whole block, of
Lit.
kids excited and playing, going over people's house. Because times have changed. People crazy out there.
Yeah,
so,
I wouldn't do that.
I'm like, no, I don't know they mama.
Yes.
And even if I did, I'm still like,
skeptical.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, the kids, everybody go spend the night at whoever house no more. We're not doing that.
Slumber parties and stuff, that's out. Yeah, all that's out.
Okay. So on that note, we're going to come back with Miss J. We're going to play Miss Ari and Jasmine Sullivan with, I don't know the song.
Other guy does, though, but...
Hey, welcome to G Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. Hey. So I got my girl Jay with me. Everybody say hey to Jay in the live.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
So you guys, we're going to talk about right now about a lot. So you guys, make sure if you're at your phones and you're looking in on the live, make sure you tune in right now. She's going to talk about a lot of things that you need to pay attention to right now. So Jay, what are you here for? What are you here for? Let us know.
Yes. So what I'm here for, you guys, you know what? First of all, I'm so excited to be talking right now in my hometown, LA, Inglewood. Stand up, you guys.
Period.
So I had to come back to my roots. Like, listen, you guys, what I'm here for today is to actually give us another opportunity, another solution at gaining financial wealth, generational wealth.
Right.
Because in a lot of communities, a lot of poverty communities, we give back turkeys, on Thanksgiving. We give back
Care Bear packages.
Different things. We clean up the community, but nobody is talking about finances in the community. How do we create that generational wealth within ourselves and within our kids?
Okay.
How we keep that black dollar circulating is what we really need to talk about. You know? And so that's basically what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about another solution, open people's eyes to what it is that literally during this pandemic has been making people millionaires in a shorter amount of time than you would ever imagine. I'm talking about 20-year-olds. I feel kind of old knowing about it now, but God has this way of putting you through a process for you to understand information like this.
Right. So how did you get into it?
So my friend, my very, very good friend, my very good sis, Crystal, like I said, I was working a job. I had my routine with my kids and their father, so we had our system, and I wasn't trying to put anything extra on my plate at that time. She had approached me with the solution, hey, you need to check this out. And I was like, girl, I can't do that right now, But like I said, during that pandemic, the whole world stopped, and I had no choice but to listen, because I was like, I had never been on unemployment. I had never, that was my bread and butter the whole 15 years. So when she hit me up again, like, hey, girl, I got to show you something. I'm a visual learner, so I needed to see it.
Right.
She was over at my house one day, showed me, busted open her phone and her computer. This is what I'm talking about. And she was making money straight from her phone, straight from her computer in minutes. Okay. So when I'm telling you guys, hourly wages, you're not going to even look at hourly wages the same. I was making close to $30 an hour, living somebody else's dream, letting somebody else dictate my life. I missed basketball games. I missed Christmas programs, living somebody else's dream,
I hear you.
I done gained my freedom back now. This has allowed me to literally gain my freedom back and do the things that I want to do. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I have a way to make money.
Okay.
So that's what I'm talking about right now.
Okay, yes. So what do you, what is it, trading, or how does it work? How does it all work?
Okay, so we partnered up with an amazing academy called I Am Academy, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's the skill of trading. So how, I could show you how to braid. I could show you I know how to braid, but actually teaching you how to braid is a skill that you can take anywhere you want, right?
Right.
So basically putting it in this perspective in the trading world, we have master traders in this academy that are showing us when to get in the market, why they're getting in the market. Mm-hmm. So we're learning and earning at the same time as these master traders. And these are 8-figure earners. Their success rate is over 90% success. So listen, a skill set that you can teach your kids, a skill set that you can actually take. Like I said, if you got Wi-Fi, you can literally take this anywhere. We got people that have paid for they've retired their parents
Oh.
from the skill set. It's $1 trillion market. It's
That's
a $7.3 trillion market every day. So there's a lot of money to go around for everybody. You know,
Is it stock? So is stocks more, or is it a difference from that?
Yeah, so it is. It's a little bit different. We are able to trade stocks, but see, a lot of people, and I don't want to talk about our people. I love y'all, I do. But let me just say,
We don't read.
We just go with what is common. You know, like a fad. I kind of feel like the stock market right now is a fad. People are not educating themselves on what this really is. You
Right.
know, so the stocks. You know, you can make a lot of money, and I'm not knocking the stock market, but you only make money when the economy is up, right?
Right.
So if the economy crashes, like it just did, you know, we had a pandemic where everything was shut down, those stocks were doing bad.
Right.
On Bitcoin, you know, on different stocks. When the market crashed, we were actually able to trade the market going in the opposite direction and make money. Straight from our phone. So it's a skill set. It's basically two countries battling it out for their dollars. We're able to trade stocks up or down in the market.
Okay.
We're able to trade oil, commodities, you know, oil, stocks, gold, you name it.
Oh,
you know?
really?
So stocks is only up. Trading is up or down. So it's a lot more.
Do you feel like
Long
did you have to invest a lot before? No, or do you invest a lot in that in
So,
trading?
Listen, it is literally so cheap right now. It's $1.99. If you Google this, you'll see how expensive it is to actually learn this information. This academy made it literally almost like pennies to learn this information. It's only $199 right now to learn this and to be a part of this academy. I want to say I only funded my account with $100. And I've grown, listen, G9. I have made $937 because I want to get the exact amount in 30 minutes. 30 minutes straight from my phone. And I wish I could just show you. I have my laptop here too, just
we'll
in case
check
you want to see that.
So how do people get into it, or how does it work where you can get into this? Do they have to hit you up and ask you the questions? Do you guys got a master class? How does it work?
Right. So yes, they can definitely hit me up. They can DM me. My Instagram is @jcookie JAECOOKIE.
That's
And
easy, y'all.
J Cookie. Okay. And then on Facebook it's Jarrell Cook /White. So you can hit me up, and I'll listen. I would love to show you guys, you know, because that's how I got my information. I was closed-minded to the information at first, but when I saw it straight from her phone, how much she made in that little bit of time, I was like, wow, like my mind can never go back to an hourly wage ever again. I can never.
And this is how you're gonna do for the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life. This is a skill set. This is gonna fund every single thing that I want. I want to retire my mom by December 31st, 2021. That's this year. My mom does hair, okay? And she's self-employed. And, you know, growing up, me and my brother, we was, shop kids. Me and my family was in the shop all the time. And, we used to think that being self-employed was like the shit. Like that you got your freedom. You could do whatever you want. But if you get sick, are you going to make money? If you got to go and pick up your kids from school, you don't
have that income coming in that day.
It stops. It stops.
Yes,
so this is something that literally cannot stop. I mean, as long as you have Wi-Fi, a natural disaster, whatever. I've seen people make money from their laptops during a storm. Okay. Nobody was outside. They had alerts and all kind of stuff. But guess what? They had Wi-Fi.
How many people have you turned on to this since you've been knowing about it?
Listen.
Anybody that's going to listen?
Girl, anybody that can see the value in this is who I'm talking to. Everybody mentally is not ready, and that's okay because it's the way of the world. Eventually they're going to see, eventually they're going to see. But my goal by the end of December is to impact over 100 families,
Oh, I love it.
Over 100 families at minimal, by December 31st, 2021.
And you have those goals, so I feel like you're going to start making that happen.
Yes,
Girl. Go
hello,
ahead. Start feeding the community with knowledge.
Yes.
And it's very important that you guys listen into this stuff because a lot of times what we do is just don't want to listen.
Right.
And then we end up listening at the end when we could have been making money 10 years ago.
Listen here, you guys. I will never listen to nobody that has a lesser income than me when it comes to finances. You got to listen to people that have the success that you want.
And surround yourself with those people.
Surrounded. Yeah, like they say, if you hang around 5 broke people, you're going to be the 6th. If you hang around 5 wealthy people, you're going to be the 6th wealthiest person.
Yeah, because you want to get to that goal, and
Yes.
that's very important.
Yes.
So I know you had to tell your friends to tell a
Yes.
friend to tell your friend. Did you end up telling your mom about it? Because since she's in, does she feel like she need to do it?
Listen, I told my mom she's actually signed up. She's doing it. You know, that generation, they take a little while to start because it starts from
Yes.
the basics with the internet and, you know, but listen, when she gets it, I'm going to make it my job that she gets that. You know, she gets access to that. But right now, listen, it's my job as her daughter to take care of her.
I hear you.
She took care of me long enough. I'm trying to retire her from behind that chair. She's
And I got you, and you gonna do that.
I'm gonna do it
Because you already determined to do it. That's why
Yes.
you're gonna do it.
That's why I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Is there any advice you could give to people that is looking into doing what you're doing right now?
Yes. So I would advise them to actually, you know, use this information use yourself as a vessel, you know, of God. I'm really into God. I'm very spiritual. I'm not religious or anything, but I do understand that this information is something that was kept from us for so long, you know. Now that we have this information, tell people, expose this information as much as you can to people. You never know what type of solution this may be for somebody's life. Okay.
Right.
Somebody might think about, you know, filing bankruptcy or mental health, whatever. This could be a solution in so many ways. It's people that have 2 and 3 jobs that don't have to work 2 and 3 jobs anymore.
Right.
You know, single mothers out there, people that are homeless. Anybody can use this information. So my advice is, if you say yes to this solution, make sure you pay it forward and pass it on to your community, you know?
Yes, because I feel like that's what we are for, is to share something that we've learned to the next person to keep it going.
Right.
Hey, because nothing even matters at all. You know what? Lauryn Hill really, if she... Okay, she is sane. I ain't gonna say she's not sane.
Right.
But if she really can't... One album has made her who she is.
Right.
And that's really what all it takes in this world, is to do one thing that is memorable. And people can remember you for the rest of their lives. That's why I don't be in fear. And that's what we're going to talk about right now, is being in fear. That's like, what do you mean? What do you feel about being in fear? What does it mean to you?
I feel like fear can stop a lot of opportunities. You know, we all have a purpose in this world. You know, rather it be what you're doing right now or something different. You know, there's always something festering in somebody's spirit.
Yes.
Something that they always dreamed about, that they always keep putting on the back. No, I can't do that. You know, I don't have the money for it, or I just don't have the resources to do that. Listen, you got to get up there and go out and get it on your own. Like, figure it out, because if that is really what you're supposed to do, God is going to create that you know, he's going to set it up. He's going to set it up for you, you know. So
when he started this lane for you, were you in fear?
Yes. When I first said yes to this solution, I was like, I don't know what I'm getting into. But my sis, the one that introduced me to this, I knew that she was a reliable source. She would never I got, you know, kids, I have things. She would never introduce anything to me like this if it was going to hurt me, you know, if it was going to lessen me, you know. So I was a little bit fearful, but when I really, really broke into it and start looking and seeing the success of what comes out of this, listen, I am more bolder and more brave than I've ever been in my life.
And that's dope.
You know, so I'm not letting nothing stop me no more.
You know, and that's just the crazy part about it. When you get started, you don't want to look back at
Period.
whatever is in the back of you. It don't even matter no more. That's like in any situation, like down to relationships. When you done with that relationship, you ain't going back.
Right.
When you done. So I feel like with me, with fear, I had a fear with this, but I felt like, okay, if I don't do it, I'm gonna be the what if person.
Right.
And that is what fears me the most, is being a what if person. And everybody hates that. Who want to be in fear? So, can you give anybody some advice about being in fear? What can you tell them why not to be in fear?
Listen, you just literally just said what I was going to say. You know, you have, you know, some of our parents, some of our grandparents, they always give us those stories like, yeah, you know, I used to think about being a so-and-so or wanting to do this, but you ask them like, well, what stopped you? You know, I had a family. If you have children, if you're married, if you know, whatever the situation is, don't let nothing come in in blocking you for what it is that you potentially want to do, or whatever it is that is stirring in your spirit, go after it, you know?
So you never know.
You never know. Like, speak to everybody. That's another thing. Like, I know my cousins and stuff, they like, you talk to everybody. Listen, you never know who might be on the right or the left of you that might take you on your destiny, or might be the link to your fortune, your future, you know? So talk to everybody, because you don't know what type of network or solution or resources that they might have to help you to get you to the next level in your life.
Correct.
So,
Somebody asked the question in the live for you. I'm sorry, but can you ask her briefly, speak about what it is she's referencing? I came in too late to know the reference, like what you were talking about trading and
what's
stuff.
the trading? Okay.
He wanted to know what were we talking about. We were talking about trading. She could give a little bit of sentence about that. What were you basically saying? It's not an academy that you say you were with.
Yeah, so we partner with an academy that actually has master traders in there. You know, they have master traders that have an 80% success. So you can, you know, people, they might have heard of trading within this pandemic. It's kind of, or Forex, you know, you've probably heard of that. I'm sure you've heard of that on somebody's page. You probably thought it was a scam. Listen, Forex has been around for centuries.
So they can look up Forex.
They can look it up online. It's not a scam. It's literally something, it's new. And that's where our community gets it mixed up. It's because it's new information, so we think that everything is against us, when it's like, listen, this can fund anything that you want, literally anything you want. Businesses, get in the market and make money. It's money to go around for everybody. But listen, it's an academy that we partnered up with, and they're literally showing us for pennies how to get in the market, analyze the market, and make money straight from your phone, as long as you have Wi-Fi.
And it's crazy because I don't know nothing about trading and stocks. I don't. And I'm still like, I know that everybody is trying to get into stocks right now. And you said the difference between trading and stocks is what?
So the stock market is $1 billion market. You know, it's a lot of money in stocks. But say, for example, you have stock in a certain company, you know, and something happens like it just did, like the pandemic, you know, where everything was shut down. People lost a lot of money in these different stocks, right? But if you trade stocks in the foreign exchange market, you can analyze the market and trade it going up. But if you see that the market is going down, you can trade it going down and actually profit that way as well.
Okay. Yeah. So if you had another question, you could DM me. I can give you some more insight of what she was talking about, or DM her. She's on my Instagram. You could check that out. You know what? I did want to ask you another question about balancing. Well, you're at home now, so you got to work from home. You have a husband. You have kids. How do you balance that?
Listen, it's
no problem.
It's definitely, this is, like I said to you before, this is my first time actually being a stay-at-home mother, you know, with my kids. It's rough. It really is, because this is new for me, but I take on the challenge. You know, I have my kids actually trading in this market with me. Okay. So you will never ever have to depend on a 9-to-5 to get some money, son. You will never ever have to get, you know, ask for a 10-minute break or request a vacation, daughter. You know, you take your vacation whenever you're ready to take your vacation, daughter. You're going to pay for your vacation in this market that has money. Listen, you can make your money from the market, and when you get to where you're going, make more money, you know? So it's like, the dependency of a job is something that is of the past. You know, I feel like once you get your eyes open onto something like this, is your whole outlook is going to be different, you know.
One more thing. Can you tell them, is it a book they can read about trading and how to trade and do things like that?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question.
Oh, yeah. I need to know, because some people still kind of confused. So we're going to give them like a book. Like, this is the book you can go out and check out about what it is.
Right. So I'm so glad you asked that question, because, you know, a lot of people think that they could take the shortcut. You know, the shortcut is YouTube, or read a book, you know, or ask a friend, or have a friend do it for them. Listen, the real sauce is in this academy, literally. YouTube is not going to answer questions. If you have a question, how you going to ask that on YouTube? If you have a question in this academy, you got these master traders that are like, okay, well, let me give you another example. You can ask them live, literally live in the market. Ask them a question, they will answer your question right then and there. You know.
Okay, so what can they go to an Instagram where they can find this academy?
Yes, so they can visit my my Instagram is JaeCookie, JaeCookie, and on my bio, I have my link there, so they can actually look and, you know, see the success stories. But that's literally just simplified. You know, it's very like short. But let me tell you, you guys, this information is so valuable that it's changing people's lives. Like I said, our Black community is winning right now in this.
True.
We have people that are 20-something years old that are making $100,000 a month.
And I'm gonna learn from this too. I need to learn.
Listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's mind blowing, you know. And like I said, I've been there before. I was skeptical in the beginning too, but actually seeing it and being involved in it, I'm like, damn, like,
yes,
oh my gosh,
yes,
you know. And listen, I'm on my way to that. You know, I'm on my way to that, and the possibilities are a lot more faster than it's ever been. You can become a millionaire a lot more faster than you ever dreamed of. And this lucrative market is very lucrative.
Okay. Hey, you know how you be talking off. Hey, welcome to G-Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. We got Jay in the building. Yes, we do.
What's up, guys?
Oh, yeah. So we're back. And I just want to say I appreciate you for coming. She came all the way from Vegas, y'all. She got off the flight and got here.
Yes, I did. Yes,
and she finna get right back on the flight with them kids and that husband waiting on you, huh?
Yes, yes.
What is something that you want to say to LA? What do you miss about LA?
Oh my God. I was on the plane, literally talking about all of this to the person that was next to me. I talked to him through the whole entire plane ride.
I do that all the time.
I talk to everybody.
Me too.
Girl,
when your birthday?
I'm an Aquarius.
You do talk to everybody.
February 1st.
Okay, October. But it's okay. Go.
Yep. Oh, you an air sign. You're a Libra.
Yes.
Okay.
I talk to everybody.
Yep.
And you know what? And my mom be like, not my mom. My friends and some of my mom too sometimes be like, girl, everybody don't need to know what just happened to you. I'm like, but let me tell them right quick.
Right.
Like I just told you something that was personal.
It's okay.
And you probably like, okay.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe though, because I feel like that too. You know, when you feel like genuine or feel good vibes from somebody, you can open up to them.
And it's therapeutic for me when I talk to talk to people about certain things that I'm going through, and maybe they can give me some advice.
Right.
And my perspective may not be your perspective, and you probably can say something to me to make me think different.
Exactly.
Or make me feel different or something. Give me something.
Exactly. That's true.
Anyway, so what can you say to our people out there before we leave about, besides what you do, what is your next goal? What is your next journey? And what is your ultimate goal after this with this business that you created for yourself, trading?
So my ultimate goal, you guys, so first of all, let me talk about in April, April, the group that I'm with, Trust the Process Family, we are going to Atlanta, April 16th through the 19th. If you want to be a part, the tickets are only $97 for 3 days. That was like a steal. But this group of people, let me tell you guys, is crazy. Like, to have people on the same wavelength and mindset as you, your own family don't even, support you like this group of people. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I know y'all listening, but I'm saying that their mind frame is on the same wavelength as you. And we're going to Atlanta April 16th to the 19th. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you DM me and let me know, because I would love to take you. So my goal is to take 100 people with me. And it's called the Dream Convention. And it's talking about trading, a little bit of trading on there, but it's literally telling you how to believe, manifestations, and just ultimately speaking the things that you want in this life and the things that you deserve in this life, So it's showing you exactly how to do that. It's a mind-blowing, event. But my goal for 2021, like I said, is to impact over 100 families, retire my mother, and actually just show my community how to create generational wealth and keep that Black dollar circulating. And it's not just about the Black people, but we've been on the bottom for so long that I'm just ready for us to rise up, open our minds into something different that is saving our people.
And I think that's what people need to understand as other cultures, that when we say Black people and stuff like that, it's not a diss to white people, Asian people, whoever. It's just that when we see in our culture that we need the more uplifting from my point of view, not
Right.
everybody, but I'm just saying I want to uplift my community as much as I can.
Exactly.
I want to feed them with knowledge. That's why every Monday I come here, and if we're not talking about relationships, we're going to talk about trading. We're going to talk about stocks. We're going to talk about emotional things, that self-love and happiness and things that people need to hear about, because some people be going through stuff and they don't can identify with you want to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? Because people be going through some things and they don't know how to feel that, but I want them to come Monday and feel that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes.
We're gonna play Good Days next, and when we come back, I want y'all to understand this. She has came here off the plane from Vegas to talk to you guys about trading and making that black dollar bigger than what it is. I'll see y'all in a minute. That was an episode of G Vibes. It's your girl G9 every Monday 6 to 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in. You learned a lot today. Next week we got something good for you too. I think I'll be by myself next week. We'll see that. But Jay, you want to say anything? Make sure you shout out your Instagram and everything you want to do right now.
Yes, I just want to send love, first of all, to the community. I just want to say I love all of y'all that are listening, you guys. It's time for the community to be on some real, fulfilling matters, creating generational wealth within ourselves. My Instagram is jcookie at JAECOOKIE. Facebook is Jarrell Cook -White. So follow me and I will follow you guys back. But it's time to take back what's ours.
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna talk to her about a lot of this so I can get I can get the knowledge to even help my people.
Right.
So I'll see you guys next week Monday, and y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.